16-form Taiji sword. Taiji sword is one of the short weapons of the Taiji Chuan and apparatus. It has the characteristics and styles of both Taiji Chuan and swordsmanship. Taiji sword is characterized by a relaxed body, a quiet mind, circular and continuous movements, combination of spirit and form and body and apparatus. The said swordsmanship is fine, smooth, and ingenious. Although it is quiet, it plays against motion. It can beat the softness while avoiding the hardness. It combines firmness and flexibility and is regarded as the essence of all the swordsmanship and has long been appreciated and admired by the wushu practitioners. When practicing Taiji swordsmanship, the principles of Taiji Chuan must be followed, i.e., breathe naturally, combine spirit and form, and be conscious, guided. The 16-form Taiji swordsmanship is a simple series of established movements designated by the International Wushu Federation. It has clarified techniques, simple structure, and original and concise movements. As an integration of artistic form and skills of attack and defense, it is easy to learn and practice and appreciated by the masses and suitable for the beginners. The standards of sword. Length. When carried backward with a vertical elbow, the tip of sword is not lower than the top of the practitioner. Weight. The sword for a male adult is not lighter than 6/10 of a kilogram, including the tassel, not lighter than half a kilogram for a female adult, and there is no restriction for the minors. Names and essentials of the basic movements. Methods of holding sword. Hold sword. Press against the handle with the forefinger of left hand with the fingertip pointing at the direction of the sword head, the other four fingers curved around the handle. Grasp sword. Grasp the handle with the right hand. Hand form. Sword form. Bring the middle finger and forefinger together. Curve the other three fingers around the center of the palm. Press the first joint of the ring finger with the thumb. Body form. Keep the head straight, body upright, chin drawn in, buttocks tucked in, chest, back, and waist relaxed. The knee joints and the tip of feet are in the same direction. Sword play. Point sword. Keep the sword blades vertical. Bend the wrist and move the sword tip downward. Crack with sword. Keep the sword blades vertical. Bend the wrist and move the sword tip upward. Hack with sword. Keep the sword blades vertical. Focus force on the sword. Keep the sword and the arm in the same line. Uppercut sword. Move the sword upward suddenly. Focus force on the front part of the blade. Slice sword. Keep the blades horizontal. Retrieve the sword with an arc. The position of sword is between the chest and abdomen. Focus force on blades. Move the sword like a windlass. Keep the blades horizontal, palm center upward. Move the sword in counterclockwise vertical circles. Focus force on the front part of sword. Overhead block sword. Keep the blades vertical, palm center outward. Move the sword overhead to the right. Focus force on the middle of the sword. Cloud sword. Form a clockwise circle overhead with the wrist joint as the axis. Downward parry sword. Keep the sword vertical and close to the body with the tip downward. Move the sword to the front. Focus force on the front of the sword. Thrust with sword. Right hand grasps the sword close to the waist. Left sword form fingers pointing forward. Thrust the sword straight ahead from the waist. Focus force on the sword tip. Arms at shoulder level. Stance. Bow step. Bend the knee of front leg with the entire foot on the floor. Straighten the rear leg naturally. Empty step. Squat with a bent knee with the entire foot on the floor. The other leg bent slightly with the sole on the floor. Crouch step. Bend one leg and squat fully. Straighten the other leg naturally, close to the floor. Seated step. Cross legs. Bend knees and squat with the entire front foot on the floor and the tip of foot turns outward. Buttocks set closely on the calf of the hind leg. Key step. Half squat and bring 2 feet together with one foot supporting and the tip of the other foot on the floor. Back cross-legged step. Cross legs with the entire front foot on the floor. Straighten the hind leg with the sole on the floor. One leg standing step. Straighten the supporting leg, lifting the other leg with bent knee. Footwork. Forward step. Move one step forward with the heel on the floor first. Then transfer the weight forward with the foot entirely on the floor. Backward step. First move one step backward with the sole on the floor. Then transfer the weight forward with the foot entirely on the floor. Side step. Move a step sideways with the sole on the floor. Transfer the weight sideways with the foot entirely on the floor. Bring the other leg to the inside of the supporting leg. Performance of the whole set. Names and essentials of the separate movements. 1. Starting form. Keep the feet apart naturally. 2 arms naturally on the sides of the body. The sword is carried closely against the left arm with the tip upward and the handle downward. Raise and guide the arms with consciousness only. Coordinate the turning body and steps with the movements of the arms. 2. Horizontal thrust in left bow step. The strength must be extended to the tip of the sword when it is thrust in bow step. 3. Parry in right bow stance. The sword needs to move in a big circle when parrying. Eyesight follows the sword. 4. Parry in left bow stance. Coordinate backward transfer with the right turning waist. The rest movements are as same as the above. 5. Move forward and thrust back. Don't lean forward too much when thrusting the sword. Form a continuous movement with the above. 6. Split in right bow stance. Coordinate the bow stance with the split. Keep the sword horizontal and in the same line with the arm. The strength must be extended to the blade. 7. Split in right empty stance. Coordinate the split with the empty stance. The entire movement must be executed continuously. 8. Sweep sword in left bow stance. The sweeping sword must be parallel to the ground. 9. Turn round and carry sword. Keep the body upright. The tip of the left foot turns inward. The body follows the sword coordinately. 10. Bring feet together and point with sword. The elbow is not higher than the shoulder when the sword is moving. Raise the wrist while pointing with the sword. The strength must be extended to the tip of the sword. 11. Lift knee and hold the sword with both hands. The 2 movements must be executed continuously. Keep the supporting leg straight. Lift the right knee. Keep the tip of the right foot downward naturally. 12. Hop and thrust horizontally. Withdraw both hands after hopping. Thrust the sword horizontally. Look at the direction of the thrust. 13. Lift sword in left empty stance. Form an entire vertical circle when lifting the sword. 14. Lift sword in right bow stance. The movement is the same as the above. Coordinate the body and the sword. 15. Turn round, split with sword. While turning the body left, turn the right foot inward first and then turn the left foot. Eyes follow the sword. 16. Closing form. Keep the blade vertical when pulling back the sword. Hold the handle with the left hand. Retrieve the right foot first. The distance between the feet are as wide as the shoulders. Put down the arms naturally with an arc. Bring the feet together to execute the closing form. Back view of the performance.